Heather Richardson, 44.4 as opposed to 44.8. So she's 4/10 ahead of yesterday, and she's getting a chase here. This works out perfect for Heather Richardson.
In that final lap, there's 2 turns left to go here before they come into the final. It's the final pairing, Heather Richardson.
Here it comes, Nick. 1:13.71. I think she's got it. World champion, yes or no?
Yes! 1:13.19, Heather Richardson. She is your world sprint speed skating champion.
Her achievements are an inspiration to our community. Please welcome our hometown hero, Heather Richardson.
Take a bow, Heather. Take a bow. Looks pretty good, huh? Looks pretty good. It looks really good from here. I wish you could stand here and look up. It looks pretty cool. It may not be Sochi, but hey, this is closer to her heart. So Heather, welcome to High Point University, and we're delighted that you're here, and I want to just read you a couple of things. I have 3 pages of this, but I just want to put it in perspective. Heather Richardson, 2010 Olympic Winter Games, 6th in the women's 500 meter. 2010 Olympic Winter Games, another participant at a very high level. World Championship history, 2013 World Sprint Champion. 2011 World Single Distance Championships. Bronze in the women's 100, is it meter? Am I saying it correctly? Okay. I'm a foreigner. I don't do stuff like on ice. And 35-time World Cup medalist, 11 gold, 13 silver, 11 bronze. On and on and on. My goodness, Heather, you don't look tired. Wow. I have to ask this incredible athlete some questions. I want to know, in all this history of yours that looks like it's 50 years, but it's only how many years that you've been competing? 7 on ice. 7 on ice. Yeah. 7 on ice. And how many years off the ice?
Well, I did inlines for about 9 years.
Oh, you don't have a mic. I'm sorry. She doesn't have a mic. Come over here, Heather. I apologize. Yeah, I want him to hear you. I just realized she's not mic'd.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, yes. They want to hear you.
Yeah, so I did inline speed skating for 9 years before I moved out to Salt Lake City, Utah. And yeah, back in 2007 is when I moved out there. And
so if I were to ask you a question like, what was the most exhilarating moment in your career? What would that be?
Well, I'm so excited that you showed that video, because my most exhilarating moment was winning the World Sprint Championships in Salt Lake City. It was just amazing to be. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it was amazing to be where I trained full-time, and you know, my coach on inlines always used to tell me to throw my hands up when I won, and that was one moment I didn't mind throwing my hands up for, so yeah.
And what would be, I guess in your career there had to be some emotional moments. Yeah. What would be a moment that really tugged at your heart?
Yeah, so I mean, just going to Sochi, you know, I had high expectations for myself, and then of course after the 1,000 meter, when I looked up and saw, you know, I wasn't quite there, going through the media zone was definitely an emotional thing for me, you know, trying to stay positive, and then after the media zone, just crying, of course. So, you know, it was hard to keep myself together, but then 2 weeks later I was back on top, so you just have to stay positive.
Cool. Now, you're in your hometown. You were born High Point, yes?
Yeah.
You were born High Point.
Yeah, born High Point.
You don't sound like you were born in High Point.
No?
You sure you're not a New Yorker or something like that? I'm sensing a little Dutch accent in your, I don't know. I'm just sensing it. I don't know why that is. We've got to figure this one out. Was there ever an embarrassing moment?
Yeah, for sure. I had to think about this one for a moment, but when I first started on ice back in 2007, I remember I went to the Junior World Championships, and it was in China, and I'd always wanted to step on the ice with my plastic guards on, because everyone does that and they look all cool. So I step on the ice with my plastic guards and go into a full split in front of everyone. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna shake that one off, and I have to this day not stepped on the ice with my plastic guards.
And Heather, just give us, for those, we have some students here who may not be from High Point, they didn't follow necessarily your whole history. Can you give us just a brief overview of who Heather Richardson is? Born in High Point, went to school where? At what point did you start feeling like, hey, the roller rink is my second home? It's closed down now, you know that.
Yeah,
it's just
so
all
sad.
gone, yes. And how does one train for what you do? How did you get to this point? Just give us a little overview of that.
Yeah, so I mean, my parents were skaters when they were younger, so I just grew up in the roller rink, actually. I went to school at High Point Central High School, and yeah, after high school, I just wanted to be further in the sport of speed skating, and I was lucky enough to look up to Joey Cheek, who had made the transition from inline to ice and won a gold medal, a few medals. So after high school, I made the move out to Salt Lake City, and they had a program that was called WHIP at the time. It was Wheels to Ice, and I was lucky enough to be invited to that program and, you know, made the switch to ice. And out in Salt Lake City, we trained twice a day for 3 hours each time, and I also had a job at the time at GE Healthcare, so I trained full-time and worked to support my skating, and yeah.
So I asked Heather this question. I want students to especially hear this. I asked her in her most recent competition, which was in Sochi in Russia, what was the span, what was the delta of time between the gold medalist and her spot? So you came in number seven? Seven.
Yeah.
So between 7 and 1. And it was?
1.2 seconds in the 1,000 meter.
1.2 seconds. So here's 1.2 seconds. That's what it was. It is absolutely fascinating to me that people would train all their life to do this, and then they don't get the distinction in that sense, although you got all kinds of distinctions in all kinds of senses, by 1.2 seconds. That's remarkable. What happens afterwards? Do you get in the corner and cry? Do you say, I'm never going to get on ice again? Do you say these judges are the worst God had ever invented? What happens?
Well, lucky for us, we don't have judges, so it's
just
just us and the clock. So,
clock.
I mean, it's all on yourself. Yeah, so I just try to stay positive. I mean, I love speed skating, so win or lose, I'm going to skate, and yeah.
Okay, so so I want to give you something, Heather, because we in High Point are very, very proud of you, and you may not know this, but you may have seen this. High Point University has been running these full-page salutes to you. It says High Point University invites you. Would you just come over here, because I want him to take a picture so we can tax deduct the expense on this. So just hold this and act like you and I have been friends all of our times. And it says, this is a beautiful picture. This is a beautiful picture.
The best one I've seen. Yeah.
That's the best one you've seen, yes. Because this is an extraordinary university, and this is an extraordinary. High Points University invites you to a hometown hero celebration. Hometown hero, Heather. And High Point, that's not used so often. I've been in this town 46 years. They say, hey, you. But for you, say hometown hero celebration for Heather Richardson, honoring the Olympic appearances and world championships. And there's some more pictures of you. We're very proud of you. We hope that you will put this in your home and be very proud of it. Now, Heather, your fiance's name is what?
Yorick Bergsma.
Yorick. Yorick, step over here, son. I want to take a picture of you and him holding it. Wait a minute, you came empty-handed. Go back and get that box I gave you, will you, and come back here. I shared with him my Olympic medal, and I let him hold it right there. I got mine for the art of gab, but nevertheless, Yorick, come over here, please stand right here. Hold this with your fiancé. Let me enjoy this gold medal for a minute. And would you please show us your other hand? Put your other hand on here. Yes, show this. Yes, yes, like that, like that. Yes. And this guy won a gold medal right here, which I'm going to put in my office. Thank you very much. And you have a foreign name. I have a foreign name. So we're like this, you and I. Remember? We're like this. So you hold this, if you will, as well. And I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. I'm going to take a couple of pictures right there as a camera. I'll step out. Never get in between a man and his fiancée, that's for sure. All right, so would you both go to the microphone? I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Just go to the microphone. Thank you very much. We're going to hold this for you. I know this is your medal, so I'll put it right here. So you don't accuse me of anything. All right. So either one of you can answer this question. We'd love to know how you guys met.
Okay, I guess I can answer it because I did all the work here. No, so I just saw him at a World Cup, and I liked the way he looked, so I sent him a Twitter message, actually. So I got his number, and I started texting him and asked him to take me to lunch.
Yorick, what do you think? You tell us. Is that the truth?
Yeah. That's the truth, yeah.
That's the truth?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You took her to lunch and you bought her a ring?
No.
At what point, how did you ask her to marry you?
Well, we met two and a half years ago, and yeah, it went really good between us. And 1 year ago, I also went to High Point and to North Carolina, and yeah, we went to Myrtle Beach, and yeah, there.
You keep saying yeah. In other words, you don't want any more questions. Is that it? I get it. Heather, how did he ask you to marry him? How do these Dutch people ask a good-looking Southern girl to marry her?
Yeah, so we're at Myrtle Beach, and he wakes up at 6 a.m. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I'm sleeping right now. So I go back to sleep. He leaves the room, and then, like, 10 minutes later, his phone starts ringing. I'm like, well, I'm not going to answer his phone. It's his phone. He calls 2 more times. So I answer the phone, and he's like, can you come to the balcony? And so I come to the balcony, and he already had my parents out on their balcony, and he had written in the sand, will you marry me? Yeah.
Wow.
So he did a good job.
Yorick, yeah. Good for you. So your parents were there?
Yeah.
At another balcony?
Yeah.
Looking out there?
Yeah, he actually called my mom right before me to ask for permission from my mom. He had already talked to my dad a few weeks before.
Oh, wow. All I got to say to that is, yeah. Okay, so would you tell us where did you get this gold medal? And you were telling me 10K, right?
Yeah.
Just tell us about it.
Well, yeah, on the 10K, I won the gold medal. Yeah, I had the fastest time, so.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? He had the best time and he won the gold medal, yes. Is the gold medal really gold?
Yeah.
Is it really? It is gold.
Yeah, there's gold in it. So.
I mean, you checked it out.
Well, they said so.
They said, okay. Well, we're glad to have you with us, and we want to give you a memento, since you've been to High Point once before. This is a bag, Yorick, for you. And this is a bag, Heather, if you come over here, because we've got to make document that I gave you these. Yes. So these bags are filled with High Point University clothing. Sochi, Myrtle Beach, Amsterdam, free clothing. If it doesn't fit you, we have what fits you. And so we want you to wear this clothing wherever you go. Heather, you got to wear this clothing to bring honor to your university. What?
Yeah, and it's purple, of course, right?
And it's purple. Well, let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in here. Let's see. Yeah, like for example, there's a hat. I won't mess up your hair, but how about put this on? Let's see what you look like. Oh, you're looking good. Yes. And then, of course, we want to give them some shirts. You know me, I'm going to promote this university. I got you here. It's locked doors. We have to show him some stuff. Heather, you have never looked better. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Shoot it. Shoot it. There she is. Yes. So anyway, seriously, it's a bag filled with goodies. Now, Heather, where's your mom? Mom? Mom and Dad, come on up here. Come on up here, Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad, look what I got, Santa Claus. All right. Dad, Ilderton Dodge will never look the same. This is all your size here. Where's Tim Ilderton? Is he in the house? Uh-huh. You owe me big time, son. You owe me big time. See? There you go, Mom. I want you to just go to the microphone. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want you both to go to the microphone 1 second and just tell your hometown folks here how you feel about your daughter bringing so much honor to your home city.
We feel very proud of it and all the support.
Yes. Couldn't have done it without any of you guys. And it's just amazing the way you guys have just come together and did this for our daughter, Heather.
And her foreign fiance.
And her foreign fiance.
I'm a foreigner, so I can say that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Richardson works with a very, very fine doctor in the city who's very recognized for his great achievement, is Dr. Shinasami. And I'm going to ask him to come up here, please, if you will, and say a few words. Dr. Shinasami, I'm going to take this away from you. I'll leave it here for you, okay?
Do they have the bag too?
Dr. Shinasami, you get nothing but a hug from me. That's it.
Hey, I'm Bernie Chinnasamy, and I'm a medical oncologist. And what I really wanted to share with you guys today, everything you heard about Heather should blow everybody out of the roof already. But to me, what makes Heather so special is what she does off the ice. A cancer center is a very scary place for even adults to come to. And Heather has been so inspirational to our patients. She actually, when she has time to come over there, will come and visit with them and share stories with them. And now, you know, these are kids, as far as I'm concerned. I'm old. But the strength and courage they show when they meet with each patient, they make them feel so special. And I'm very thankful to Pat and Jeff for teaching her that. And this is not something that comes easily to Heather, I can tell you that. Because just after she went to Vancouver, I asked her to talk in a first grade class to inspire little kids about skating. And Heather had to stop on the side of the road and throw up because she was nervous to speak to them. Now look at where she is now. So what I'd like to tell every student here, and I think that's always an opportunity for students, is look well beyond yourself. Your education is immensely important, but caring about people around you is even more important. We have an amazing city. We have amazing role models. We have an amazing university here. All this is not by accident. It's because people focus and decide that these things are worth doing. And Heather has made a very conscious decision, and she serves as an ambassador to my program, Guideposts for Strength. And it's so inspirational to see somebody take time out of a ridiculously busy schedule. So I want every student here to know that very few of you probably have a busier schedule than her. So if she can find time for this, and with this inspirational setting, there's no reason for you guys not to do the same. So Heather, thank you. Pat, thank you. And what a great honor to have a hero who cares so much about people. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the city of High Point, I want to introduce the Honorable Councilman Britt Moore, who has a special presentation from the mayor and the city council of High Point University. Please help me welcome Councilman Britt Moore.
Wow. Looks different from down here. I might be feeling some of your queasiness that you felt in front of the first graders. It is a privilege to be here, and being a lifelong High Pointer, this university certainly makes me proud. Folks like Heather and her accomplishments make me proud. And on behalf of the city of High Point, it's my pleasure to be here to share with you these words. It's from the Office of the Mayor, City of High Point, North Carolina resolution. Whereas Heather Richardson is a High Point native and American speed skater who has competed since 2006 and has won 35 medals, including 11 gold medals. And whereas Heather represented the United States at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver, Canada, and 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia, as a member of the women's speed skater team. And whereas at the 2011 World Single Distance Championship in Innsel, Germany, Heather won bronze medal in the 1,000 meters. And whereas in January of 2013, Heather won the gold medal in the 500 meters at the 2013 World Sprint Championships in Salt Lake City, and the bronze medal at the 2014 World Sprint Championships in Nagano, Japan. And whereas Heather Richardson is one of the top American speed skaters, and whereas Heather serves as a role model for young athletes and has earned the admiration and love of thousands of fans around the world. And whereas Heather is the first High Point Community Foundation Guidepost of Strength ambassador and visits with cancer patients when she is in High Point, sharing stories of training, determination, and encouragement. Moreover, Heather proudly sports the GPS logo and shares Guidepost of Strength mission in her global travels. Whereas on Thursday, April 3rd, 2014, High Point University is hosting a hometown hero celebration honoring Heather Richardson. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and the High Point City Council that Heather Richardson deserves recognition for her tremendous athletic talent and for the honor and distinction she has brought to High Point and the state of North Carolina. And we congratulate her on her accomplishments in the sport of speed skating and hereby declare Thursday, April 3rd, 2014 as Heather Richardson Day in the city of High Point.
So you're cleaning up today, Heather, I'll tell you that. What an honor that is to have a day named for you in your home city. And to your parents, I also want to give one of these framed pictures of your daughter so you can put it in your home. But Heather, I'm going to give you the highest award that we give to dignitaries at High Point University. We've had on this campus and on this very stage people like Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, people like Mrs. George Bush, Mrs. Bush, and Laura Bush, We have had, you know, Rudy Giuliani. We have had all kinds of very, very famous people. And when they come to our university, we give them something that we think symbolizes the very essence of who we are and what we stand for. And so I would like to present to you, on behalf of High Points University, a key to the university. Now, let me talk to your fiance for just a second. This is not real gold. Don't get very excited. This is a key that says High Point University. It is framed for you, Heather, and we hope you'll put this in a very special place, like next to some of these other awards that you got. Do you have a key from any other university anywhere in the world? You see that? So now you've got a key from a distinguished university. Your hometown university was ranked #1 among all regional colleges in the South, and you rank #1 in our hearts. This key does not open any buildings on campus. However, this key opens the gateways to our hearts. This is a key that stands for the values of this university, the values that you subscribe to, the value of hard work, tenacity, entrepreneurial spirit, the value of generosity and kindness and character. And on behalf of our faculty, our board of trustees, our students, our alumni, our friends, and our community, we present you with this key. I hope this will be a reminder to you that while you were laboring here and there, that we in High Point were wishing you well. We held you up and we lifted you up in our prayers, and you won even before you started. So it wasn't about what you got at the end. It was about the journey that you traveled and the example that that journey symbolizes for our students. That life is filled with both victory and agony, that life demands your best performance on good days and not so good days, and that life honors the man and woman who stands tall even when they don't get exactly what they started to want. That's you, Heather. Your future is bright and marvelous. I am thrilled that you're marrying a foreigner. I am thrilled that shy of Brit Moore, the speakers up here have all been foreigners. Dr. Shinasami, me, you know, your future husband. We all snuck in this country, and we ain't leaving, are we, Doc? We ain't leaving. But seriously speaking, I'm very happy that you came today. I wanted you to see that your hometown, your future wife's hometown, your fiance, loves her. You're not the only guy who loves her. Her parents love her, and we're all very proud of you. So now, this has to be official. Chad, are you doing it? So Heather, you stand here with me. Forget about all these people. And come over here. Hide the mayor's thing back here. Hold this right here. Smile, the camera's right there. This will be the picture that will make it on the cover of our magazine. You should be proud of all of it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, you are terrific to come to this event today to honor Heather Richardson, and by honoring her, you honor our city and you honor all those connected with our city in every way. Thank you for being here. Everyone is invited to lunch. It is being served in the Slane Center. Just walk out of the front door, turn to the left, and you'll see where the crowd is going. Please stay and have lunch. Enjoy your day. Thank you for being here. And ladies and gentlemen, Heather Richardson, you are a hometown hero.